What's up, Dolphins fans? Travis Wingfield here, the host of the Drive Time podcast on the Miami Dolphins Podcast Network, and I'm joined today by new Dolphins quarterback Skylar Thompson. Skylar, what's up, man?
Nothing much. First time in Miami. I'm excited.
It's not too
Thanks
bad,
for
right?
having me.
We're not in Kansas anymore, right?
No, it's a little bit different, but I'm excited for it.
How do you compare the two, Miami and Kansas?
Polar opposite. There's no similarities at all other than it does get hot and humid in Kansas a little bit, but it's not hot and humid right now like it is here. Yeah. So it's a lot different.
Yeah, training camps gets a little warm for training camp down here, so you'll enjoy that. But welcome to Miami first of all. But you get here today. Has it all kind of hit you yet? How you feeling?
Yeah, it's still very surreal. This whole process it's been going very fast, and it was a crazy time. But it was so fun, so surreal, and it definitely has started to hit me. Walking through the building, knowing like this is my home, and I'm so excited to get down here in a couple weeks.
A day I'm sure you will never forget in your forever.
No.
That's how it goes. But so I want to get a picture of your draft day set up. Were you watching on TV? Did you have something else going on to kind of keep you distracted? Did you have family and friends with you? Take us through your draft setup.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of family in town. We had the draft on. We had a bunch of food available, and really we're just hanging out. I mean, we were casually paying attention to the TV, kind of tracking kind of what was going on, what teams were doing. But I was walking, I was pacing all over the place. Me and my dad both. I was not sitting still. Just trying to stay busy, trying to stay occupied where I'm not just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. And, the pressure shouldn't feel like there's a lot of pressure, but I mean, there is. You put all this time and work and for something like this, and you have no control over what happens. You just hope and pray that a team will love you enough to take you. And I was very, very excited whenever Miami called me. I was not expecting it. Like, that was what was really cool about my experience was, I thought they were just calling to chat with me, to see who was talking to me, what was going on, and the next thing I know, like you're gonna be drafted, and it was amazing.
That's incredible. So we saw the moment of the call on social media, and we could see the emotions, but I wanted to kind of ask you to take us through those emotions that you were feeling. Like, what was going on in your head when that call happened, after you learned they were going to turn the card in, and then eventually seeing on TV Skylar Thompson, Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, that process there is like what still hasn't hit me, that like it actually happened. But that's like literally just ever since I was a little kid, knew what a football was. Like, this has been my dream, and to see it firsthand, my name on the TV, hear my name called, like, that was awesome. And it was a dream come true. It's a blessing, and I'm very, very grateful for it.
So you mentioned being a little bit surprised by the fact that it was the Dolphins that got the call to you there. And I'm sure you know this, but this means that you'll be in a quarterback room that features a lot of cameos by Dan Marino. He's around the building. He sits in the meetings a lot with the quarterbacks. When you hear that, what goes through your mind?
Man, it's incredible, being able to, be in the same room and share thoughts and try to be a sponge, to one of the greatest of all time to play the position, and that's amazing. Just being able to be in the same presence, being able to, ask questions, have him as a resource, someone who's done it and done it really well, so it's that's something I'm really, really looking forward to whenever I get to meet Dan and talk to him and just pick his brain, be a sponge, like I said.
Yeah, he's the best. You'll enjoy that. So from one legend, Dan Marino, to another legend, and Bill Snyder there at Kansas State. I was just curious because he was there for how long was it? Decades, right?
Yeah.
What did you learn about football and life from Coach Snyder?
Yeah, well, I learned, what discipline and hard work is, and that's the way that Coach Snyder ran his program. And if you weren't disciplined and you didn't work hard, you weren't going to make it. And I learned that as soon as I got there. You really, truly got to love the game, and to be great at it, you got to put in the work. You got to be willing to do things that other people are not. You got to sacrifice a lot of your time and dedicate a lot of yourself to the game if you want to be successful. And all of that, I was talking in a football form, but it really translates over to life too. I mean, anything you want to be successful at, you want to, your goals, whatever the case may be, you got to be disciplined, you got to be process oriented, and you got to work hard and not be so focused on the results, but just focused on the process of the journey, and that's what makes it special. And that's probably what I've learned about, from Coach Snyder the most.
That's one of our cliches here on the podcast. I always say process over results. So you're fitting right in already here on Drive Time. You talked about being in locker rooms a lot and your press availability. And something Chris Greer mentioned was that all the upsets you guys had at K-State there, you beat Oklahoma a couple of years back and mentioned you a lot in those big games and taking on that leadership role there at Kansas State. I'm curious to know the importance of you being a good teammate. Like, what does being a good teammate here with the Dolphins look like to you? Yeah,
well, first and foremost is putting my teammates before myself always. Every decision I make, I'm putting, it's for the team and it's about winning. And, that's the way that I roll. I'm going to do anything and everything to help my teammates be successful and help them, push them to reach their full potential, being able to challenge them, being able to be there for them, help them learn, we're all in this together. And at the end of the day, we're all here to win. And that's what I'm here to do. And whatever that may look like, whatever my role is, I'm gonna kill that role, and I'm gonna do everything I can to help this team win and be successful. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for, and I'm so excited to step into the facility with everybody here. And start building relationships, start getting to know the guys. And to start getting this thing rolling, I'm excited.
That's something Coach McDaniel's talked about a lot, serving the teammates, serving players, and kind of doing what you can to make everybody else around you better. And he also talked about your passion for the game that really stood out to him in his press conference the other night. Do you sense that same passion from him in meeting Coach McDaniel?
Yeah, no. We just talked on the phone shortly last night. I meet with him here in a little bit to get to know him a little bit more. But definitely, I'm super excited. You can feel the energy, just talking to Coach Smith and, Coach Bev, and, there's a lot of good energy here, and walking through the hallway and Wes, is in there, and like, it's just cool. There's a lot of good energy, a lot of, smart-minded football minds that, everybody's on the same page. We're all here to win. And I think that's awesome. And you can just feel the atmosphere and the vibes are very positive, very motivated. People are motivated here to go win, and that's exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, it really is. And can you expand a little bit on talking with Coach Bev? I know you talked about him in the press availability, but how has it been going back and forth with Coach Darrell Bevell?
Just being able to get to know Coach Bev, obviously his past of where he's been, the quarterbacks that he's mentored and coached, and he's telling me that, and it's like, man, like this is a special coach that I get to get coached by, and just starting to dive into the playbook a little bit, kind of teaching me the ins and outs, to kind of helping me, prioritize things, being able to categorize things to help me remember and understand things. You can tell he's very process oriented and very, step 1, step 2, step 3, it's a process. And I really learn very well that way. So I'm just excited to continue to get to know him more and continue to work with him.
Yeah, plenty of work to be done on the football field. Now, I took a chance to go back to your Instagram and look at just some of the stuff that was on there. I saw a really cool thing about you speaking at a K-State cancer research event. Why is that so important to you?
Yeah, well, it was so my mother passed away with breast cancer when I was a kid, and so did my grandfather. He passed away with pancreatic cancer. So I opened up a research fund at K-State that basically each year I'm going to select 2 students that go to K-State that work in that program and give them a scholarship to help pay for their school or pay for whatever they need to do their research. And so put that event together for the first time this past weekend, 2 weeks ago. Something that we're going to try to do every year, just to rally my family together, bring past teammates, hopefully get guys to Manhattan, kind of get reunited once a year, which I think will be really cool. And just being able to raise money for a great cause, it was special to me. It obviously hits home just because I've experienced it, and just trying to be part of be positive, just be part of the change and continue to try to support and help as much as possible. You just never, people don't realize just how much, like $5. Yeah. You just like the littlest donations. It makes a difference. So it's been really cool to be part of that and see it firsthand.
It certainly adds up. We have an event here called Dolphins Challenge Cancer, where they do a bike ride, a marathon run. You can do all kinds of things, and it raises a bunch of money for cancer research every year too. So cool. You look forward to that. But we also had the Luau with Tua last month, an event that raised money for big brothers, little brothers, big sisters, little sisters. Again, back to Instagram, saw that you're a big. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, so I've been paired with, his name's Makai. I've been paired with him for 5 years. I got into the organization whenever I got to K-State and been part of his life for 5 years. It's been amazing. I mean, I got into it to have an impact on Makai and help Makai. He needed a male presence in his life. He's in a single parent home and needs somebody to look up to and kind of guide him and be there for him. That's what I would try to symbolize and be for him. But 5 years later, I look back and that kid's impacted me, just as much as I've impacted him. That's if not more. It's just like I'm walking away from it, just like, man, like he came to my draft party last night and with his mom and brother, and I mean he's every big moment he's there. He came to my bowl game. Parents drove all over the place. His mom to get him to watch me play. Like it's crazy. It's truly like he's part of my family now, and always will be. But it's a great organization, and it's so many people out there that need kids, especially that need some guidance, needed to be loved and supported. And that was why I got into it, and it was a great decision. I loved it.
I'm sure Makai's going to have an aqua and orange Skylar Thompson jersey here pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
I'll be wearing that jersey. Yeah, I'm sure he has the purple one too at K-State as well. So talking about being here in Miami, what are you most looking forward to about your opportunity here with the Dolphins?
Yeah, well, I just think it's a great fit. I think I fit in the system well and what we're trying to do here. And, I'm looking forward to just getting here and getting to work. I mean, this is my ultimate dream. I can't wait to work with Teddy, with Tua, and, just get to know guys, build relationships, and, win. That's what I'm excited for. I'm a winner, and I'm going to bring that mentality to the locker room every day, be positive, be consistent, support the guys, be a great teammate, be a great leader. And just help this organization keep going the right direction and win games. Like that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do, and whatever that takes, I'm going to do it. So
one thing we love to hear it. Finally, last question before I get you out of here. You kind of talked about it already, but if you could just summarize, what kind of person and player are the Dolphins getting in Skylar Thompson?
Yeah, they're getting a winner first and foremost, and a gamer, and I think that's always what I've prided myself in. Whenever team needs to play, I'm going to make a play. If it's third, fourth down, whatever the case may be, I want the ball in my hands, and I'm going to make a play. I'm going to, whatever that may look like, my legs, scrambling on time, whatever the case may be, I'm going to find a way to convert and help the team win. And that's something that I take a lot of pride in and love to do. Like I love having that pressure. I love having those expectations of my teammates expecting me to make a play and knowing that they trust me. And there's a lot that goes into building trust, with building relationships and putting time in the front end on those things to build that type of trust, to where then, the leadership role then really excels. And I would describe myself as a servant leader. I'm going to serve my teammates and make my teammates better. Whatever that may look like, whatever that may be, whatever my teammates need, I'm going to do it. And because ultimately that's going to help the team win. And genuinely, have a care and love for my teammates, that it's not just, it's not fake love. It's real. There's a relationship there to where when we're in the heat, in the midst of the battle, people are going to trust me, and I'm going to give them everything I got, and ultimately, do whatever it takes to win. So that's what I would say.
That's great stuff. Great answer. I can't go any further than that. Skylar Thompson, Dolphins quarterback. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.